Right, students, now predation. I'll take predation. As I explained earlier, predation is one such interaction where one will get the benefit and the other will get harmed. Example, you take snake and frog. Snake and frog. Here snake is the predator. Snake is the predator. Snake is the predator. And frog is the prey. Frog is called as prey. So frog will be at loss. It's going to lose its life. It becomes food to this predator snake. So snake gets the benefit. So 1 plus 1 minus. So this is predation. There are n number of examples. Okay. Eagle and snake. Here eagle is the, in case of snake and eagle, eagle becomes the predator and snake becomes the prey. Frog and insect. Here insect is the prey and the frog becomes the predator. You take simple example, herbivores. For example, a goat. Goat when it starts eating plant, plant is the prey and goat is the predator. Even that is predator-prey relationship. And this kind of relationship is called as predation. But this predation, sometimes we feel that when a tiger hunts on deer or a rabbit, we feel very pity for this rabbit or this herbivorous animal. But it should happen in nature. It should happen in nature. It keeps all the organism, all what do you call that? Ecological balance is maintained because of this predation. Now, I'll give one example. In Australia, several years back, they introduced a cactus, a species of cactus. It is prickly pear cactus. And this cactus started to grow in an abnormal manner. It started to grow like anything. Now it became headache for the administration to control the growth of cactus. So what they did now? They made use of predation method. They introduced a kind of moth. They introduced a kind of moth which used to feed on this cactus. Cactus was its food. So it started to spread in such a way that and it controlled the growth of cactus. This is one example of biological control. Predation is best example for biological control. And similarly, predation is part of food chain. Food chain is only because of predator-prey relationship. Now when we speak all these things, now prey and prey, they have their own adaptation to escape from their predator. It's not so easy for the predator to go and hunt the prey. They have their own adaptation. Which are those adaptations? Let me give an example of few adaptations. One, we know some of the prey, they exhibit camouflage. Camouflage means their body color matches with the surrounding color. For example, frog or parrot. When they sit, when a parrot, which is generally green in color, sit on a tree, its body color and the leaf color matches. So automatically the predator gets confused. Then one more example in case of monarch butterfly or monarch butterfly we call. You know the earlier stage of butterfly, it's caterpillar. During caterpillar stage, this butterfly starts eating a kind of weed, a poisonous weed which is bitter in taste. They eat in such a manner that their body becomes bitter. So when they grow into butterfly, any bird when they try to eat them, because of their bad taste, they just leave them. See, this is another method how to escape from the predator. Then in case of plants, there are n number of plants like calotropis or tobacco or coffee. All these plants, they have either bitter taste or they produce some type of latex, as in case of calotropis. If you take out the leaf of the calotropis, some white color fluid comes which is poison. So the herbivorous plant, they will not touch some kind of plant because of these reasons. Again, there are some plants with thorns or spines, and thus they get protection from their predator. So even it is not easy for the predator to go and hunt very easily. All these things are covered under the concept of predation, one of the population interactions.